Thank you for joining me today on Good News with Twanda Black, where we're discovering some of the most inspiring trials to triumph stories and empowerment moments. Call up a friend and let them know it's time for some good news. Welcome to Good News with Twanda Black. Hi, I'm Twanda Black. It's such a pleasure to have you here joining us and enjoying the guests that we bring. So hold on, here's good news. Welcome to the show. I'm Twanda Black, and I have with me Kristen. She is owner, founder, CEO, boss lady of 1820 Hats. As you can well see, she has on a gorgeous hat. How are you this morning, Kristen?
Excellent. How are you?
Awesome. Well, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your background?
So I am from a small town called Americus, Georgia. Shout out to the AME, Little Baghdad, inside joke. But and I moved to Atlanta, and I kind of dove into the music industry for a while back in 2000, doing a couple of things with a couple of artists then. But I decided to go back to school again. So briefly moving to Pennsylvania, coming back, started a company, which is Kristen Media. So I am a photographer by trade. This is my love. So, and grew up seeing my dad draw. He's an artist. I wanted to, dive into something different. And I just loved fedoras. But what I did at that time, and we see some often here, but was the art, was the canvas. Would draw on everything, clothing, shoes. And I'm like, here's a fedora. It's just this empty canvas. Take out the feather and the bands. Let's just adorn it with a thought. And I met up with an amazing young lady. Her name is Bianca Malcolm. Amazing. And it just sparked something that I had been contemplating and sitting on for about 2 years. And that's what we are today. I mean, collectively partnership, collectively art. It's Atlanta. Fedoras, everywhere you look, we are everywhere. So a little bit.
That's pretty awesome. I think that, and you see more artists. I think Pharrell, of course, really brought the fedora and the hat game up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, certainly, because, he wears them all the time. And now you see everybody and more artists wearing hats.
Yeah. Everywhere, everybody. But I think the beautiful thing about fedoras is everybody wears it differently. There's always a different way. Even you mentioned Pharrell, they pulled it up.
Yeah.
And here's this, I don't even know what to call it. But he made it work.
He
made it work. It was unique. It was different. And that's the point. We want to do something that's amazing. We want to do something that's unique. And we're all striving to be ourselves. We're all striving to have some type of expression. So I rock with that.
Yeah. When you think about the African American community and hats, it goes back forever. You talk about hat history, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Even with the fedora country, the fedora community, even dated to the early 40s and even beyond that, started off as a female hat. Actually, the history of it, we just celebrated the Women Appreciation Month. So the fedoras were something that was created by women. So now we're gonna try to take that back and share it with the guys. I'm whispering that to you.
Flip it up a little bit so we can see the design. Oh wow! Now is that paint?
That is paint.
Yeah.
That is paint all the way around. We have.
That is cute. I see the ones behind you on the wall too.
Yeah.
Is that your medium only paint on the fedora? Do you do words? A little bit of everything, right?
Do a little bit of everything. We have a collection. It's called the Affirmations Collection, and if you go on our social media and the website, you'll see those. And shout out to Bianca Malcolm, who is the designer of those the affirmations hat. You can literally go on and be inspired by that. That is actually her name, Be Inspired. So the thought process behind that is she said, yeah, I put this on and I adorn my thoughts in a day, but however, I can put this on and it may encourage the person behind me in the checkout line. We do art, do paint, beads, we do it all. It's just all types of artistic expression. There are no limitation. The theme is just to live free. That is what we do. So whatever it is that we come up with, we just do it, and we get to do it on a hat. So
I love that this generation, as it were, is sort of starting a new trend. I mean, of course, it's been there forever, and nothing is new under the sun. But I really do think this is a new trend, and I see a lot of millennials and under wearing the fedoras. Do you think that baby boomers like myself and traditionalists will be into 1820 hats?
absolutely. Listen, first and foremost, I'm a PK, so I grew up in the church. Like, all you saw, the only thing you would see is hats.
Yes, yes, yes.
And believe it or not, that is a true inspiration to everything that we do. Everything that we are exposed to influences what we become, right? So definitely, we want this to be something for everybody, and I do have some stuff. It's coming out. It's the Blossom collection. It is going to be a part of a greater collection. It's called I Am Amazing, and the collection is called Amazing Culture. So you'll be able to see those. We got some artwork on the hat. Amazing.
Oh.
Can't wait. I'm so excited. But the release is April 1st, so I can't necessarily put it out, but I can give you a little.
Yes, that's like in a few weeks. That's coming up. Less than 10 days. Yeah, that is phenomenal. So your creative process, like you said, Blossom collection. How does that roll with you? How do you come up with the thoughts for your collections?
Life. So serious. The hat collection was birthed from a very dark place. I went through a dark period in life, and I'm faith-based. I'm a Christian, so I say the Lord saved me, but I believe that our gifts make room for us, and not just for other people. It makes room for us to grow. It makes room for us to heal. It makes room for us to express ourselves, and that gift to be able to do art brought me out of a dark place. So because 1820 hats necessary, it comes from Matthew 18:20. It says, where two or three are gathered in my name, I am among them. I am in the midst of them. Certain translation says I am with them. But it was the thought that there is a God, there is help, there is hope. So why not put that on the hats? Why not put that spirit of what it is in the hats? So every hat has a message. So the Blossom collection is us blossoming into that beautiful rose, blossoming into that beautiful flower that we are, because we're always developing, we're always growing and being fed, and leaves and petals will fall off, and we have to allow that to happen because that's a part of the process, right? So that is the spirit behind the hat. Everything has a meaning. This hat right here is creation, and it started black. I got a bunch of paint, and I just threw it on there and put it on there because the beginning of healing looks like that. It looks a little chaotic, right? So I can go on and on, but yeah.
What did your family? I'm always curious about what mom and dad thought about you starting a hat business.
So I used to always wear hats, And like I said, I'm a photographer, so this was, I think, in the beginning, truth moment. In the beginning, they're just like, oh, that's cute. And that's exactly what my mom said. Oh, that's cute. Oh, just kept going. And I think when she noticed the purpose behind it, my dad, who is an artist, when I first rose on the Blossom hat, and I showed it to him. I said, hey, what do you think about this? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But then life happened, and I adorned the entire hat with a collage of flowers, different types. And then I brought it back to him. He said, oh, wow, that's nice. You did this freehand? I was like, yeah. And now we're having a conversation. But I don't think we love our parents. We do, right? But when God gives us a vision, he literally gives it to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not necessarily for them to get and ride with. They're going to support me regardless.
Right. But they don't understand it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the vision, what God had promised, when they start to see the big picture of it, the God in it, the momentum, the people that were being blessed, and then it was just like, oh, wow. And then my mom says, how can I help you?
Got it.
Help make the ribbons for the hat. Oh, then it became what you're doing, and it's the lingo change. It was, okay, so what we need is this. And so the spirit of 1820 even resonated in our relationship for this project, because we are coming together. It's partnership. We are here. The more of us that come together, the stronger the movement is. That's God. He's power. And it's just been an amazing, and I get real passionate about that, because I know a lot of people find it hard to try to convince your parents when you're stepping out on a limb. So stepping out on a limb, that it's just gonna take a lot of faith with a lot of hats. So it's been a process. It's been a journey, but they are on board. My dad, he'll call, hey Chris, listen, you should do this. This is gonna set you apart from all of the other hats, and to him really take part in that process. To deposit just wisdom and knowledge. My dad is not a fashion guru, but he knows certain things, and then he would stop and say, well, maybe that was Spirit telling me to tell you this. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but you should do this right now. Get this trademark, get this, your designs covered right now and sealed. And for him to do that, my dad, so for him to do that, I see God in the midst. I see God working. So great question.
Pretty awesome. Now, let me ask you this. Are you making your hats from the beginning? Are you making hats, or are you just adorning the fedoras?
Adorning at the moment. We have future plans to actually make the hats, because there's a certain look that we see that is not out there at the moment. So that's how I know, we're creative. That's who we are, in his likeness. We're creators. That's what we do. So yes, in the future, you will see us create our own hats with our own feel. We have a certain way that we want them to feel. We just launched in December 12/12/2020. So we're learning a lot. But yes, to answer your question.
That's awesome. And you just said, my last question is, what have you learned about yourself through this process of presenting you? Because this is all a reflection of you, and a reflection of God. What have you learned about yourself?
That it's okay to be myself. I think we live in a culture of groupthink.
Oh yeah.
So it's finally becoming acceptable to be yourself. And the most intimidating thing is to look at the mirror and realize that you're not like everybody else, that you are different, that there are parts of you that will never fit in to this groupthink culture. And some of us 20, 40, 50, 60 years having a hard time embracing that reality, that we are all unique, that we're all different. But the moment you face that fear and say, you know what? This is me. Hello. nice to meet you. And that came from a conversation in the mirror. I had to look myself and say that first. This is us, right? You and me, Chris, we're in together. I had to have a conversation with my past self, bring her up to date with my present self, because now we have a plan for our future selves. And it was this moment of clarity. And that's when I became free. And that's what it is. It's living free. And when I present stuff like this and I say, yeah, I threw this paint on this hat and I love it. For people to stop. I'm in a restaurant and people to stop to say, are you an artist? Not, I like the hat, but are you an artist? I'm like, yeah. Did you do this hat? Yes. Do you sell them? I said, yeah, I do. And that's the conversation. And for me, it's not about, oh, I'm about to make this money, business. It's about, it's okay to be yourself, Chris. It's okay because people appreciate the freedom in that. Not that they would want to become you, but that they would be encouraged to then be themselves. And that's the message, So, yeah, I've learned that about myself. My business partner has also learned that about himself. Our marketing manager has also learned that about himself, and the people that we are connected with to create these collections are now understanding that about themselves. I said, hey, we can create the ad, but I would love for you to be involved in the process of what this looks like, because this is all going to be a message from you. Your identity, your creativity, your heart is what we're presenting to the world. It's a message. And the message is not, buy this hat, is dope. The message is, get this hat so that it can help you discover who you are. The message behind it. So
that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Like you said, it takes some people ages to figure that out. Ages. So tell everybody where they can find your hats.
Definitely all social media platforms. We are Facebook 1820 hats, Instagram 1820 hats, website www.1820hats.com. Definitely, if you have a question about a collection, if you'd like to start a collection, team that is ready to help you express yourself. The work that we do is internal, to push that thoughts and that creativity out of you. So it's more motivational, ministry based, building based. So we look forward to adorning you with the hats, adorning you with the thoughts, adorning you with the spirit of freedom. And yeah, that's all I got.
That's beautiful, Kristen. Kristen Kinder. She is the owner and founder of 1820 Hats. And when you go onto those websites, as you will see on the scroll, it's the numbers 1820. And we're looking forward to seeing more fedoras all over the world. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. You guys have an amazing day, and be free.
Thanks for joining me here at Good News with Twanda Black. I pray that you've enjoyed our special guest for today. Look, follow me on Facebook at Twanda Black ATL, or on Instagram at The Real Twanda B. God bless you and keep on coming back, all right?